Hey guys, welcome back to another Marvel Rivals video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Hela and discussing whether she's good or bad in Marvel Rivals, how broken she is, if she needs to be nerfed, buffed, and so on. We're going to go ahead and discuss some abilities, show a little bit of gameplay, and then go through the pros and cons of Hela. If y'all guys like these type of videos on Marvel Rivals, please be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button, as it would help out the channel a lot. And also, if y'all guys would like to check us out live, we go live every day at 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock p.m. CST over on Twitch at BMG Gaming 68. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive down into some of Hela's abilities. We're going to break down some of her abilities and show y'all guys what she can do and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and dive down into the abilities of Hela here. Her normal attack is the Knight Sword Thorn, where she can throw up to 8 of her knives, and as you can see there, when she kills somebody, it also does a little AoE burst damage to kind of damage the opponents around the enemy you just slayed. Her ultimate, Goddess of Death, you can fly up in the air and throw down like these fireballs that does massive AoE damage, so you can kind of still hit people around the corner and everything. The only downside I say to this is that you cannot move. Once you use this ult, you cannot move, so make sure to kind of do it somewhere where you know you'll have a good field of view of the area and everything like that, and there's not many places for the other team to hide behind. Her Astral Flock ability is actually really good. It can get you out of sticky situations. It's a really good escape when your team, is forced to be pushed back. You can use this to kind of get back to your teammates a little bit quicker. Soul Drainer is actually pretty cool. You can throw it down and you can kind of stun nearby enemies, which can be huge when the enemies are pushing with the objective. And they're all kind of in one unit. You can sit there and throw this down, kind of stun them, and give the opportunity for the tanks behind to kind of do massive damage. Or you can just use this and then throw your Knight Sword Thorn and just try to wreck shop as much as you can. Because she is only got 250 health, so she is squishy. Piercing Knight, I feel like this is pretty cool. You can throw them down, and if they hit an enemy at least, they will also do some like delayed damage, which is actually pretty cool. She has 2 passives. One passive, defeat an enemy, will generate a Nastron Crow exploding after duration. Like, this is what we talked about when we explained her normal attack, where when she kills somebody, she can do a little bit of AoE damage if there's other people around the person you just slayed. And then her other passive is to hold X to fall slowly, so you can use the Astral Flock ability, point straight in the air, go up in the air, and then you can use this passive ability while coming down and hitting people, I believe. Then her team up passive ability is that when she lands a final hit defeating an enemy, she can instantly resurrect Loki and Thor in the respawn phase, or she can grant bonus health for both of them if they're still alive. So it's pretty strong to have Thor and Hela on the same team, because then you can kind of give Thor the buff that he kind of needs when she kills somebody, because it doesn't really take much for her to take somebody out, to be honest. It really doesn't. She can sit there and take him out in like 2 to 3 hits. As you see there, she 2-shotted a Punisher. So but yeah, the suggested combo for her isn't too bad. Stun the enemy, unleash a barrage of your normal attacks, then hit the L2 attack, fly away, use your ult. It's a pretty good little thing, because they're still stunned. She has like 2 stuns. It's freaking crazy. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be her abilities. Now we're gonna go ahead and move into some gameplay with Hela. We did fairly good with her for not really playing with her as much. This shows how OP she really is and how hard her attacks hit. Now, if you have a really good team, really good healers, then they're focusing straight on you, or while y'all guys are pushing, then Hela is really strong. And get into some gameplay and stuff. So let's go on ahead and get into that. Let's get it.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Take me across the stars. My heart is here. The enemy is
Let
here.
me peel the Punisher out of his shell. Time is up. Double KO. That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row. A nice deep freeze. 5. That's amazing. I am barely harmed. You're halfway there. Keep going. Another soul enjoy my legions.
This beacon has produced it. Gross.
Here's the slice. Danger. The Punisher's code. Resistance is futile. Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Adversaries gather.
I am barely harmed. We will arrest Loki's passing operation for Asgard. Here's this life.
Maximum pulse! I don't think that's I am Asgard's might!
There. Don't turn back now. We will arrest Loki's tapping operation for Asgard. A nice deep freeze. The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Pulse charge! Fire!
It's the grand finale. I am barely harmed. Another soul to join my legions. Find that soul. That's it. Don't let anything stand in your way. Hela, please! I like the cold. So close. This is a big chance.
I'm Hulk!
Healing. Why would I need healing? Resistance.
Nothing like seeing her perform live.
Be strong together. I am ready to put on a show. I suck. That one hurts. Here's this life.
Your powers are mine! Behold the god of thunder!
Hell unleashed! Find that soul. I am barely harmed. Brian Banner sends his regards. Endless battles, ever increasing hell. That's 3. A nice deep freeze. This life. Wow, 4 in a row. Another soul to join my legions. That's amazing. Of course you need me.
On Tooth Gnasher,
Here's
on
this
Tooth
life.
Grinder! We ride with you! I am Asgard's might! Asgard
As expected. I suck.
Sheesh, bro.
Another
Let's
epic
go.
victory.
Oh, I get to deliver 2 banhammers. I hope y'all guys enjoyed that little bit of gameplay footage there with Hela. We were absolutely slaying that game. We had a couple pentakills, a few triple kills. As y'all guys can see, she is completely overpowered. She hits pretty hard. But we're going to go ahead and get down into some of the pros and cons, as well as the overall rating for Hela, whether she's good or bad in Marvel Rivals. So let's go ahead and get into that. Let's go. Alrighty, everybody, let's go ahead and talk about the pros for Hela. First and foremost, she has insane damage, man. She hits like a Mack truck. She's the only other DPS character in the game that can consistently rival the Punisher when it comes to overall damage in a round. And her hit scans are just like the Punisher's as well, which the Punisher's hit scans are freaking crazy. Second, she can keep the flying roster in check, which is huge. If nobody has Hela checked and dealing with Hela while she's on the board, she can just keep Iron Man, Storm, all the people that can fly in check the whole match because she can 2 tap an Iron Man, 2 tap a Storm. So it's crazy what she can do against the flying roster. She has a decent escape ability. It's not the best in the game, but it is still pretty decent nonetheless to get you out of kind of sticky situations. Her CC ability is also great, but it's still, like I said before, is still not the best in the game. But it does make her very good because she can deal with tanks a lot better, such as Groot. She can maybe take him out in about 6, 7 shots, which is pretty huge if he's not being constantly healed. Because Groot, as we all know, can be a freaking wall when he needs to be. Her ult is insane as well, doing massive damage, and it kind of makes it harder for the team to really have a response to it while she's up there. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't last too long. I think it lasts maybe only 10 to 15 seconds at most. But when she's in her ult, she gets a big health buff as well as damage buff. So those fireballs she throws down not only hit hard, but they also have splash damage. So if someone's hiding behind a corner, you can throw it right at next to the corner if they're close enough, and it'll do splash damage. And if you get hit head on with one of those things, it really, really hurts if you're another DPS. It really kind of hurts also if you're a tank as well because it can kind of 3 shot you as a tank, which is crazy. Her team up ability is really, really, really strong. Being able to revive Thor or Loki at any given time if they go down on the battlefield is really strong. And also buffing Thor or Loki's health. And I don't know if they gave Thor a buff or not, but he has been kind of hard to get off the field during the beta. So I wonder if they did give him a little bit of a buff or anything. But he's been kind of hard to get off the battlefield here lately. So with Hela being able to instantly revive him is very, very strong. Now, we're going to go on ahead and get into the cons for Hela. First and foremost, on the cons, she's very, very annoying to go against. Very annoying to go against. She hits really hard. There's not really many other characters that can kind of deal with her comfortably. I'd say maybe Spider-Man or Venom can kind of push her a little bit, but not really many characters can handle her too much if she's got the proper healers behind her. And that's kind of like with almost any character, really. She hits way too hard. I'd say she hits the hardest besides Punisher in the DPS class. Secondly, you can't really move while you're in her ult. That's one of my personal pet peeves about her ult. Yes, it is strong. Yes, it is really, really powerful. But if you cannot choose the right moment to use it and utilize it, it's you're not going to be able to hit nobody. If there's a lot of cover around you and you go on ahead, go on her ult, and everybody goes behind cover, you cannot move. So I kind of wish you could maybe move a little bit to allow you to go around the corners and actually hit the opponents on the enemy team that go into cover. And even if you have to kind of nerf a little bit of the damage output that it takes for you to move, that I would take it because there's been a little bit of times where I accidentally hit my ult, went up in the air, bunch of cover everywhere, didn't get no kills. But I mean, it is something you learn from, so you can learn from that, go into wide open areas only, and just start raining down hellfire, man. Like literally, that's it for the cons. She doesn't really have any cons. Now, what I do think needs to be nerfed is her damage output because she can just two-shot Iron Mans out of the sky, two-shot Storms out of the sky. She can really three-shot on the board when you're just rushing against other enemies and stuff. So her damage output I feel needs to be a little bit nerfed. But that's really it. Other than that, I really liked playing as her. And we're going to go ahead and get into the overall rating, which everybody's been waiting for. Is she good or bad in Marvel Rivals? Well, the answer to that question is she is broken in Marvel Rivals, guys. So she is going to be so far the highest rated character on the channel with a rating of 9.5. She is amazing to play with right now. We're going to see what happens when the full release comes or if there's another beta to see if she's kind of gotten nerfed or what. But as of right now, she is an S tier hero to play as. Well, I wouldn't really say hero, she's a villain, but she's in the S tier right now. So the first ever character from Marvel Rivals to get up there to almost that 10 mark. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the video there. So I hope y'all guys enjoyed. If y'all guys like to see more Marvel Rivals content on the channel like this, make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button, as it would help out the channel a lot. And I really appreciate everybody sticking it out till the end. And as always, y'all guys stay safe out there. Happy gaming and peace out.